Big fly.
Multimedia.
Alright, how you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Doing some work in the fish room again. I picked up some new fish from my local fish store, Just Pets in Appleton, Wisconsin. If you guys get an opportunity to shop for fish in the Appleton area, I highly recommend Just Pets, man. Great people, great staff, huge selection. I might do a video of that place someday. It's actually pretty impressive, man. Great store. It's owned by a guy named Craig. I can't remember his last name. He actually was the manager of a Pet World store 22 years ago when I was originally into fish keeping. He's had this place running for quite some time, but great guy, great staff, great fish. Just Pets, Appleton, Wisconsin. If you're ever in the area, check it out. It's definitely worth a visit. Let's see what's going on in the fish room. Alright, this is my little Betta tank, and I've been going through some problems with this tank. Well, I shouldn't say with this tank. I've been having problems with this pair of fish. Right now, this tank is the home to the male veiltail. His name's Haggart. He's the red rocker. And that tank resides on my desk. And he's a cool companion, man. Always flaring his fins, fun to watch. But then, over here, I've got the female veiltail. And I've been introducing her into his tank about once every week, every 2 weeks, to try and get him to breed. She'll show egg that she's ready to breed. She'll have that egg spot on her abdomen, which she will not breed with him. He beats the hell out of her, and I can only take it for a day and a half, and then I gotta pull her out and bring her back and put her into this planted aquarium to keep her safe. So if you guys have any tips on how to breed a beta or a pair of betas, let me know. I mean, she should be ready to go. She's probably ready to go again right now. Hard to see with the lighting. But yeah, betas are fun, man. Cool fish. I just can't get those dudes to breed. And then over here, get the 125. It's doing really well. Very healthy tank. I've recently put in one single Chinese algae eater. And he's usually hiding. Oh, actually he's sitting on the side of the heater there. I don't know if we can get a shot of that. Let's try and get a look at that. Kind of tough to see him, but he's in there. He's right on the side of the heater. Tiny little dude. Yeah, there he is. A little dark, but you get the gist. So that little dude has been busy for the last couple of days. All of these pieces of limestone are covered with this orange-brown algae, right? And we move across the tank. You can see where he's been working on it, and you can definitely see he's doing a pretty good job for such a little dude. My cichlids are freaking out because I'm walking around in front of the tank. They never like that. But all the cichlids are doing great, super healthy. One of my cichlids in here has finally reached maturity and is really starting to color up. Wish he'd come out so I could show you guys. Let's give it a minute and see if he comes out here. Like this dude, the red zebra's down in there, he's hiding out. I'm gonna actually pull up a stool here and see if I can coax him out. See, they're all hiding, they're all freaked out. Well, there he is over there. You know, tell you what, let me grab some food and throw it in there. It's time for them to eat anyway. I'm going to take you along for the ride. We'll feed some fish. Alright, check this out. I don't know what you're looking at because I can't see the screen, but let's see what we can do here. One-handed feeding. Got the big old lid holding it up with my shoulder. And I'm feeding the Vipan Tropical Flakes by Sarah. I love this food, man. My fish love it. I love it. Let's see if this will bring them out. Alright, bear with me. Alright, here we go. Now they're out and about. See, this dude's turning blue, which is good. It's definitely showing that he's maturing. I am getting some aggression in this tank now, and you can see that that strawberry peacock is starting to get some taller fins. He is probably the third largest cichlid in here and takes the most grief. Everybody's picking on him. I just love the transformation that these fish make when they sexually mature. It is just amazing. You know, to go from a plain, completely dull brown looking fish to something that beautiful as that vibrant blue. He's not quite far enough along that I can figure out exactly what he is, but as he matures I should be able to figure it out. I do have the Dr. Axelrod's Aquarium Atlas, and that has just about every fish from Africa in it. But man, he's a pretty fish. Wow. Alright, that's the African tank, the 125. Really enjoy watching this. Got to get some more fish in there though. You got to get some focus action here. There we go. I definitely need more fish in there. Alright, I got to pause this, hang on. All right. So yeah, 125, doing well. Fish are doing good, all healthy, thriving. What do we got here? This is a project that I'm working on right now. This is going to be what I think you would call a polarium. I'm just kind of working on the frame, the base frame right now. I'll take this off of here and show you what I got going on. Alright, so right now what I'm working on here is actually a tank that I picked up. Picked this tank up from the thrift store. It is a, I think it's from what they may have called a metaframe tank, I'm not sure. It's got rounded glass in the front, or what was the front, and a very damaged mirrored back. The mirroring on it is absolutely shot. But what I did was I took this piece of glass off of the end, flipped it around, and put it on the top here. So what I'm going to end up with here is approximately a 15-gallon, maybe 20-gallon tank on the bottom, and then a vivarium on the top. So that's kind of an ongoing project that I'm working on. Kind of making a frame, wooden frame for it. This is just old pieces of molding that I had from when we did a remodel on our kitchen. So I have to go out and pick more of that up. So what I'll do is I'll finish this base frame up. I'll put some strips of wood on the inside to raise the glass up off of the, what would be the floor or whatever it sits on. And then I'm going to silicone that into that frame, and then I'll build another frame that'll go on top. And the top of the aquarium will look like that. That's kind of a fun project. It's something I'm going to work on over the winter. I actually started messing around with this summer in the garage, and it got too hot and I forgot about it. So I brought it down in the basement. Now that I got the basement kind of cleared out, room to work on some stuff. So that'll be a nice project I'll continue with over the next, I don't know, I imagine it'll take me a few months to do it. Not going to kill myself over getting it done. Just going to kind of do it for the enjoyment of doing it. I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. Well, let's check this out over here. This is really fast becoming my favorite tank. It's my 20 high planted. I did put the LED light fixture on it now, brighten it up, give the plants a little better chance of growing. And in the matter of the last week, I started getting this dwarf hairgrass to propagate. It's propagating over here. I'm not, I'm not completely blown away with what's going on, but that light has definitely helped, because this was 2 months of almost nothing for propagation on that dwarf hairgrass. So the dwarf hairgrass is doing good, growing in. Sorry for the shaky cam. But, so yeah, I added the light. I added 2 of the Chinese algae eaters, and they are keeping this tank pretty well spotless algae-wise. And then I added these Hygrophila coriambosa, I believe they're called, plants. And that kind of adds something to it. I'm digging it, man. You got the neon tetras in there and the little female betta fish. It's looking nice, very pleasant to watch. Enjoying it. And then, let's see, I gotta move my chair here. Then over yonder here we've got all the angels and another 20 high. We got the angels. We got the Cory catfish. And there's one Chinese algae eater in here now as well, keeping this tank clean. The angels did start breeding last week, but unfortunately after they laid the eggs, within 2 days they were all gone. They ate all of them. So I'm sure as they get better at parenting, I'm sure the eggs will last longer. If not, I may separate them into a different tank and put a piece of slate in there and get them to breed on the slate, then move the slate into another tank to try and hatch the eggs myself. I don't know if I'm into it that much. I love the angels, they're fun to watch, but breeding them, that may not be the greatest thing in the world. And then over here, again, we have my 38 gallon tank. And I just added 4 Altolamprologus Compressiceps in here. And they are deep in hiding right now, I'm sure. I've got a ton of rock in there. Let me get this light off here. Pull this back here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool tank. 38 gallons. I picked up this tank from a friend of mine, a guy I used to work with named Scott Lesprance, him and his wife Kim. I put a message up on Facebook saying I was looking for used tanks, and they said they had a couple, come out and check them out. So I did, and they gave them to me for free. So I got this 38 gallon tank, and down here there's a 20 high, which I haven't set up yet. We got that going. We just got a couple miscellaneous tanks down here, a 10 and a 5.5. But yeah, new fish are in there and they're hiding. I'm betting let's go around to the other side here, see if we can find them. Oh, sure enough, they're hiding. See, that's cool at having access to the tank from both sides. Can definitely see what the fish are up to. We got 2 there. There's one down in that cave. So there's 3. Not sure where number 4 is. Hope he's not floating on the top, belly up. But yeah, that's that, man. So yeah, it's been a good week for the fish room. I'm pretty pleased, pretty happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your weekend. Peace! And then over here, again, we have my 38 gallon tank. And I just added 4 Altolamprologus Compressiceps in here. And they are deep in hiding right now, I'm sure. I've got a ton of rock in there. Let me get this light off here. Pull this back here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool tank. 38 gallons. I picked up this tank from a friend of mine, a guy I used to work with named Scott Lesprance, him and his wife Kim. I put a message up on Facebook saying I was looking for used tanks, and they said they had a couple, come out and check them out. So I did, and they gave them to me for free. So I got this 38 gallon tank, and down here there's a 20 high, which I haven't set up yet. We got that going. We just got a couple miscellaneous tanks down here, a 10 and a 5.5. But yeah, new fish are in there and they're hiding. Altolamprologus Compressiceps. So I just picked these up. I paid $75 for the 4 of them. They're very young, maybe an inch to down 3/4 inch for the smaller one. But I'm going to let these guys go in their new home here. Now, normally what I do is I net the fish out of the bag, or I dump the fish from the bag into a net. However, these came from a very pristine aquarium, and they're going into a very pristine aquarium, so I am not that concerned. See if we can't get these guys out of here and into their new home. There goes a couple of them. Now, they have been acclimating in the bag just for temperature for about the last 40 minutes. I actually let them acclimate temperature wise while I was eating dinner. So you got to clean the glass on this tank too. But like I said, these are Altolamprologus Compressiceps. They are the orange variety. So as they mature, they should color up considerably different from what they're at now. There they go, they're in their new home. So yeah, pretty cool. I originally had this 38-gallon tank set up so I could run. What I wanted to do is I wanted to run a breeding colony of transcriptus, some Gelitochromis transcriptus, but I had a heck of a time finding decent looking transcriptus in my area. I wanted to order them online, had a hard time finding them there, but was at my local pet store, Just Pets, in Appleton, Wisconsin today, and I found these guys, so I thought, yeah, what the hell. Pretty cool looking little fish. They should get about 3 inches long, maybe 4 at the most. I don't think they'll quite reach that, but I expect 3 inches. Cool fish. I think they're going to dig this tank. Plenty of rock work for them to mess around in. Get this zoomed in and focused. Very small fish. They're very tiny. Hide and see, that's cool that having access to the tank from both sides. Can definitely see what the fish are up to. We got 2 there. There's 1 down in that cave. So there's 3. Not sure where number 4 is. Hope he's not floating on the top, belly up. But yeah, that's that, man. So yeah. It's been a good week for the fish room. I'm pretty pleased, pretty happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, Take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your weekend. Peace!